it's Jo Painter here of confidencecoachingforwomen.co.uk, and welcome back to your 5-day career review for 2018. I'm really excited to be back again. And how did you get on with your leadership skills review yesterday? Did you get a chance to look over all the leadership skills and think about how you perform in them? And have you developed a focus and a challenge for 2019? Well, today's focus is all about visibility. Visibility for you in your organisation and visibility outside of your organisation. And it's one of those subjects and areas that a lot of my clients struggle with. It seems that women do feel uncomfortable and have a lot of self-doubts about being really visible. It can be the fact that they have seen other people who are really put themselves out there, who talk about their successes and feel that they're very boastful and braggy and they would hate to be like that. But you don't have to be that way. There's a long distance between not talking about your successes and between being very boastful and braggy, and there's a huge grey area in between. So what am I talking about practically when I talk about visibility? Well, first of all, it's about getting your opinions, your thoughts, your ideas heard, getting your work seen by everybody who it's important gets to see it. So that can be around speaking up in meetings, whether it's a team meeting, a client pitch, or a boardroom meeting with senior directors. It's important for your visibility that you get your opinions and your thoughts and ideas shared and heard by other people. It's also important that your work gets seen and that you get the credit for the work that you've delivered. So it's sometimes not about being visible yourself, but ensuring that your work is visible too. And that comes around with what I call self-promotion or sharing your successes. And as I said, that's something that women can feel very uncomfortable doing. But you don't have to do it in a real braggy way. It can be done in a way that appears collaborative, that you're helping out colleagues. It can be done in a way that's informative. It doesn't have to be that boastful impression that maybe you've seen other people use. So have a think. Do I share my successes? Do I get my voice, my opinions and ideas heard? Do I speak up whatever the meeting is, whatever the situation is? And what about networking? Do you network within the business? Do you go and introduce yourself to other areas of the business you don't necessarily work with and meet people, get to know them, build that rapport and those relationships? Do you network outside of the business in the industry? Are you well known there? Do you get out there and get to meet new people? And what about new opportunities? Because new opportunities are things that get you some real visibility. If you can take on extra responsibility, if you can volunteer for a new project, if you can put something out there that you'd really like to do, then you get yourself visible. You get seen and your actions and delivery and your work gets seen too. And finally, under visibility, I like to put presentations, something that you tend to either love or hate, but presentations are a fabulous way of getting people to know your expertise, your knowledge, and to be able to see what you can deliver. So although you may be a little bit nervous about presenting, getting yourself out there, the more often you do it, the more you present, the more confident you will grow, and also more people will see you and you'll be visible. So those are the areas of visibility I'd like you to focus on. What I suggest you do today is that you score yourself on each of those areas according to a traffic light system. So score yourself a red if you never do it and it's something you must start doing because you're really uncomfortable with it. Score yourself an amber if you do it sometimes but you really ought to put some more focus on it. And score yourself a green if something you're totally okay with and you use it quite regularly. So looking through those areas of visibility, thinking about speaking up in meetings, about doing presentations, about networking, about taking on new opportunities, and about speaking up in meetings. Are you red, amber or green on all of those? Obviously, if you've got any reds or ambers, those are areas that you want to develop, things that you need to look at for 2019. But don't also forget the greens because they're where your strengths are. And building on your strengths is really important in visibility. So score yourself on those, not only for internally in the business, but also for outside in the industry as well. And then decide on which one you're particularly going to focus on to build your visibility in 2019. Set yourself a challenge and think about the actions that you can put in place to encourage yourself to do that. Could you let your boss know that that's what you're going to be doing? Could you ask colleagues to prod you and remind you about your challenge? Do you have a mentor or a buddy that could help you in those situations? It's all about taking a small step out of your comfort zone so that you are as visible and as seen and recognised as you want to be in 2019. So if visibility is something you struggle with, I'd love to help you. I have lots of strategies that will definitely increase your visibility and get you more credibility within the business. So you can either message me and I can send you some free resources, or book yourself a discovery call with me at www.speakwithjo.com. That's www.speakwithjo.com, and you can have that free discovery call where you'll talk about where you currently are, what you'd like to change, and I'll share 3 great strategies personal to you that you can put into place in 2019. Thanks for listening, and don't miss out on tomorrow's video. It's all about confident communication. So if that's something that's important to you, then come and see me again tomorrow on my video for our 5-day career review. This is Jo Painter of confidencecoachingforwomen.co.uk.